We are live. Let's do it.
Boozing, boozing, boozing with gays.
I have to make that louder.
Yes, you did. With gays.
Screen. Oh, we didn't.
I know. We're
Very live.
I
that we have. Let us know if we have issues.
So Bethany, can you let us?
There we go.
Oh, there we are.
I think
I don't think we're
good.
glitching now. I think. Yep, we're back. We're here.
We're here. We're
Are we here?
Are we here?
Lord, are we here?
It feels like we're here.
It feels like we're here. Y'all will let us know, right?
Pour me a drink.
Oh my goodness, everything's falling. We need a drink. So tonight our drink is the Elderflower Martini, which is
Are we back? I had to go closer to the router. Let me know if we're seen.
You're seeing, I see you.
Dude. So, I'm in my bed, and Michael isn't here. And I have Monkey with me. Oh my God. Here we all are in the bedroom. In the bedroom.
Are you on?
I am on. He doesn't know that I'm on. So we are here. Oh my gosh. This actually, you know, when you have, who are parents out there, because this is not how we're supposed to start the show, but who are parents out there and they have the toy that their kid played with that you don't want to get rid of. So this is Monkey. He's a bit, you know, more torn, but we're not getting rid of him because he's Monkey and Monkey belongs. So there we go. Hey, Monkey. Michael's back. We are going to kind of set ourselves up in the bed.
We're boozing from the bedroom.
Boozing.
Lord have mercy.
Boozing in bed. Wow.
All right. Y'all here?
I'll get the list of topics.
All right. I just want to have a drink because that was a lot. Let me know y'all here.
Mm.
All right. All right. Let me make sure that this. I get my phone up. Get our topics.
This is a very sluggish start. Very peculiar.
So.
Hey, honey, give me a kiss. No,
We boozing in
I said,
bed tonight.
give me a kiss.
Child, I'm trying to.
No, you're not. I think that's a dumb kiss. It's not
Okay.
working.
There's a lot happening. Hey, everybody.
Your mind is somewhere else. Is where there's a lot.
Well, because there's a lot just
What
happening.
are you doing?
Well, because I got to turn the thing on here. There we go.
Now we kissed on.
Now we here. All right. Hi. Yo. It's been a 20 minutes. How long has it been?
I don't think I can do this show like leaning back like this. I feel like Jabba the Hutt. I can't figure it out.
I think you look amazing.
Here we go. Okay.
All right. So.
I'm moving this closer to me. There we go.
Move it closer to you.
Hi.
Say it loud.
Say up. That black and brown.
So, hey, y'all.
So we have to say it.
Y'all.
We do have leather in the bedroom.
Yes, we do. This is all our leather banquette, or whatever it's called behind us.
It's called a headboard.
It's, honey, my head has never been boring.
Because you bang your head on it.
Okay. We are here. We are drinking. How y'all doing? There has been 75 comments on my face. We are back.
Okay, we only have one page.
Okay, we have one page.
Are you going to say hi to people?
I'm going to say hello to a bunch of people. Hey, Bethany, thank you so much.
We have to anchor this. We're not anchored. Now we're scattered. I got to say this.
What's
like,
that?
You and I, we were ready. We were ready to do this show. Ready. We had gone over the plot points. We knew what was going to happen. We knew what this was going to be. We were ready.
And then the interwebs.
I got my jewelries on. We're ready.
The jewelries was in the bedroom when I seen them last. That's where the jewelries was.
Oh, my God. So, but we're here. I got my V-neck. You know, things are good. You got your tea, which I like.
Tea on.
I have to say, I really like this tea.
I like the tea as well. In fact, let's get to some tea this week, shall we?
Go. What are we going to do?
So the first thing I want to do is just talk about the fact that we lost an icon, as far as I'm concerned, a black icon. Mr. Clarence Williams III passed away this week. For those of you who don't know, he was Link on the Mod Squad.
Do you know what I want to do right now?
What's that?
I would love to play the Mod Squad music, but I can't even think of what it is. Like, it feels like that would have been an appropriate thing. If I had that button, the Mod Squad music button, that would have been an appropriate moment.
I don't know.
Okay, who remembers the Mod Squad? There are those of you that are young, but those
Mod
of you
Squad was like one of the best shows on TV.
It was. Link and Pete and Julie.
My God. I've not met Julie, but I have met...
I don't even know who played Pete. Who played Pete?
Michael Cole?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember.
Julie was Peggy Lipton.
Peggy Lipton.
Yeah.
Michael Cole, I believe.
And Link.
Yeah, and Link and Clarence Williams III.
And we saw Clarence Williams III on stage at the Geffen Playhouse with Jonelle Kennedy, our friend
Jonelle Kennedy.
And he he did something. This doesn't happen often as an actor when you watch another actor and you feel on stage and you feel like, oh my God, I want to be able to do that. He had this moment on stage, and I can't even tell you the play, unfortunately, but it was like the last moment on stage.
I just stopped in to see The Man.
Oh, I just stopped in to see The Man. I would never remember that title.
Well, because I looked it up.
We had this last moment on stage, and it was a heavy emotional moment for him, and everyone was out off the stage except for him, and he's blubbering and snotting. He did a Viola Davis like nobody's business.
Like there was no tomorrow. Viola Davis.
And you know when you as an actor, do you ever do this and go, I don't know that I could do that. It was so pure and so beautiful.
Honest. It was so
I don't know that I could do that. I thought it was gorgeous.
I will tell you this. The role, though, he should have been nominated for an Academy Award for
what?
Is he plays Prince's father in Purple Rain.
Oh, I need to watch.
He played Prince's father.
I watched Purple Rain once back in the day.
Rain.
I need to watch this again.
And he acted his ass off.
So Clarence,
he gave tens across the board.
You would be dripping water now for the ancestors if you could. Or
I would. Alcohol. I'm pouring a little out for the ancestors, but I'm not pouring in my bed.
We're on our bed. We're in a leather bed. We don't want to do that. So, well, this is actually. I'm kind of getting into being in the leather bed. Okay.
It's like it feels very Grace Jones in our warm leatherette. Any Grace Jones fans out there?
I'm going to share a piece of information with you. I'm going to give you guys a picture. You guys,
I need more of a drink.
Go get more of a drink. Who knows what this is? Anyone got a guess?
I don't have a guess. What is that?
That is Antarctica.
Antarctica. Antarctica. Miss Antarctica.
And the National Geographic have said we are labeling it. The National Geographic.
Nat Geo
has said we are naming a fifth ocean. The ocean around Antarctica has such a different climate and structure and whatever than the other oceans. It deserves its own name. We're calling it the Southern Ocean, although some people do call it the Antarctic Ocean. So nationally grown. Here we go. Here's to the Fifth Ocean. Just a little
Fifth Ocean.
by the way, this
I thought they was gonna call it Billy.
This segment is called Fun Tidbits. Just this and that.
Or fun dick tips.
Fun dit tips. I wish I had that right now. I would love to just put fun dit
or
tips.
Or fun bit tip.
Fun dip.
But Nat Geo, honey, they have named it the Southern Ocean. I want
to take a trip. I want to go down
the Antarctic.
Yeah,
well, we were planning on going.
Well, we were going. He just lied to you. I don't know. We tried to, but
we didn't.
Harry and Meghan had a baby. I heard.
Honey,
Harry and Meghan had a baby.
Can we talk about the blackness of this Harry and Meghan baby?
What do you mean?
I don't even know what we're talking about the blackness.
What's the blackness?
Because when I read it, it came across the screen, ding, ding, ding. It highlighted on everything we own.
I think it woke us
people
up.
know
it just dings everywhere.
that they was having a baby. They had the baby in secrecy. Nobody knew because they announced it 2 days later.
They announced it. 2 days later.
2 days later.
She was born on June 4th. Do you want to tell everyone the daughter's name?
Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. But when I read it,
it's a mouthful.
When
they call her Lily. You got to say they call her Lily.
They call her Lily.
Yeah, there we go.
But when I read it,
Archie has a sister.
But when I read it, I thought it said little bit.
A little bit.
I was like, little bit Diana.
Little bit Diana.
I said white folks in London was going to be mad because they named that child Little Bit.
Little Bit.
Which is a sitcom just waiting to happen.
Little Bit.
Little Bit. She going to be the next
What was that show?
Little Bit.
Learning How to Drive.
Learning How to Drive.
And the lead character is Little Bit. Although she's white, not black, interestingly.
Well.
Whatever that is. But Southern, right?
Yeah. Little Bit.
Mary Louise Parker played it. Although I saw it with Jane Atkinson, who's also an amazing stage actor. I'm putting amazing stage actors for 400, Alec.
All right.
So there was a tweet.
But I want to talk about this. The baby is named Lilibet comes from. It is Queen Elizabeth was a nickname that she was called when she was a little girl.
It was her little pet name.
It was her pet name when she was a little girl.
That or Cabbage. Did you know this?
No.
Aren't you watching The Crown?
I don't watch, honey. I've not watched The Crown.
Cabbage.
They called her Cabbage?
I think that was Prince Philip called her Cabbage.
They called her Cabbage? Okay, look.
I might be making it all up. I don't know.
This is something.
You all can tell.
This is something.
Little Bit Cabbage.
Stacey Reed Payton says, Princess Little Bit, starring Raven Simone. Princess Little Bit. She just comes and goes. Hey, Queen. I'm getting too comfortable in this bed already.
We're never going to get onto. I got to get onto this tweet.
All right. So, what's the tweet?
This is a tweeter. Her name is Julie Burchell, and she worked for the Daily Telegraph. And she did this. I'm just going to let you guys read it.
Oh, honey.
Read the tweet. Yeah. Huh.
But
I want you to know.
Opportunity. They could have called it. First of all, she called it.
Yes, I see.
Called it Georgina Floydina.
And I want you to note her handle on Twitter.
Booze and Fact. I didn't know that.
Isn't that weird? Booze and
Fact.
See, by that, I think I'd like her. By the tweet, I do not like her. I'm very torn by this person. She evidently has left Twitter. She got so many, I mean, as you would imagine, she got so much flack for saying doing the George Floyd reference. And so anyway, she said, I'm leaving Twitter, bye. And she did. It was a bad call. It was a bad call.
Hutch has a tiny man bun.
Wow.
You have a tiny man bun.
Who said that? Oh, Becky Conklin.
Can I tell you this?
We just found out we can highlight your tweets and make everyone watch it.
I know. It's crazy. We can just highlight.
Jennifer, Hutch, you're making shit up. Well,
honey, I want to go back to.
By the way, Jennifer Lee Warren, there's her picture. She's the one that's singing on the Boozing with Gay songs. For those of you wondering, who does
Broadway
that?
legend Jennifer Lee Warren.
Broadway legend Jennifer Lee Warren.
All right, I want to go back to this. Princess Little Bit. We already know that Raven Simone.
I thought this was good. We would land on this and get off it. But
Raven Simone.
No, we're continuing. Yes.
Raven Simone is Princess Little Bit. So who else is in the cast? That's what I want to know. Who else is in the cast?
I'm moving on.
I want people just to throw people out who's in the cast playing who. Because, if
Oh my God.
If
This is drawing out way
I'm
too
drawing
long.
it out.
No,
I'm talking
you
about
don't
something
want,
else.
No, you got to cut and go. You got to cut and move on.
Everyone's on different pages. So can I just say this? Everyone, if you want to comment that we can see right away and highlight, go to the Boozing with Gays page. Is that it?
I'm not sure. I
we're
don't know
also-
where they are. Oh, they're on Facebook. I think they're on Facebook.
I
so-
think people are on different pages. I think some people are on my page.
So I can't tell.
Jack A is the Queen Mother.
We're moving forward.
Little bit. Mark Kopich as in a comeback role as Prince Charles.
We honestly have to
Yes.
stop.
Okay. Go.
We
baby.
have to
go.
move
We have to keep
forward.
working. Go.
I can't.
Leslie Odom as the benevolent uncle.
Well, you want to do a shout out to Darnella Frazier,
Darnella Frazier.
18-year-old. She was
So,
17 last
17
year.
when this happened. Darnella Frazier is the young sister who recorded the George Floyd murder.
Yes.
I almost said incident. It was murder.
It was a murder.
She recorded the George Floyd murder. And
I'm going to do this again every
Why
time
you
we're
do-
slow down. Slow down.
I slow things down when I'm in my bedroom. I'm in the booth.
Yeah, when Park Dingwell wanted Betsy to leave the party, he'd do this, and Betsy would follow.
Wow.
Just saying.
Zendaya is Megan. I love it. All right.
You
so,
can tell how wide I am when I have Park Dingwell in my back pocket. Okay.
all right. So, anyway, so she was a young lady who
Okay, we're
recorded the George Floyd
I'm
thing.
doing it. Stop talking.
All right.
And so
Lord.
she got an honorary Pulitzer Prize. That's all you have to say. It isn't that complicated because, and there's some wording that I really like. Her
Go.
video spurred protests against police brutality around the world. That's what the Pulitzer Board said, which is why she got the honorary. And I thought that was well-deserved.
So she got an honorary Pulitzer, and it's a Pulitzer well-earned, David. I agree with you there. I also want to say this, though, is that can you imagine being 17 years old and you have a video that's changed the world, but what that trauma has done to you?
Well, I have to say, you wonder if she has the support in her life
I hope she does.
to move forward in a whatever positive way, productive way, whatever the word is you want to fill in. I hope she has good guidance because you're right. Because she stood there for the entire time taking this video as she watched a man die, which
she witnessed that and watched the
a
whole
man be
thing.
killed. Let's say it correctly.
She watched the whole thing with all the fear of all these police officers around her.
And telling her to stop. Didn't they say stop filming, stop filming?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so anyway, yeah, I agree.
Ashley Hoff just joined us over here on the Boozing with Gays page.
I think do this right now.
All right. So something really fun, because we're doing fun tidbits right now.
Fun tidbits.
Because we need joy and we need laughter and we need recognition this week. So would you stop trying to pull things out of my mouth? I'm trying to put things in my mouth.
You're doing the Rachel Maddow thing where she says things 3 different times and you think it's supposed to be new, but it really isn't.
Because you have to say it 3 times.
Why are you saying it 3 times?
So that it sticks.
Because we want fun.
Because we're boozing in bed. Us as boozing
Every
in
now
bed.
and then when I get mad at Rachel Maddow, I'm like, spit it out to get to the point. Go.
All right. So I just found this out today. Mindy Kaling, who I'm kind of a fan of, not a crazy fan of. I think she does some good work. Anyway, she is doing a whole new series of Velma. Yes, that Velma.
Which
Velma from the Scooby-Doo series. Ms. Velma.
And wait, live action or
live action.
Oh my God.
And Velma is going to be South Asian.
I have one thing to say about this.
What do you have one thing to say? What are you going to say?
I have this to say about this.
All right, he's going to say something.
Oh, jinkies, 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 jinkies.
Jinkies.
I had no idea you had that line.
So this is my question. Was jinkies a word before Velma? And I don't know the answer to that. Did she invent the word jinkies, or was it?
Is Velma?
Yeah.
What do we think of Velma? I mean, I don't want to talk out of school, but do we think Velma's a lesbian?
I think she's fluid.
Is she gender non-binary?
She's just whoever she is. Maybe we'll find out on the Mindy Kaling show.
I hope so.
We'll find out in a section.
I think that would be really cool.
All right, we're going to go to this now because bakery in Texas. First of all, Lufkin, Texas. That's a lot of letters that don't belong together.
Well, I think it's
Lufkin.
I think it's Lorna Lufkin.
No, there's no T. Just Lufkin. There's no T.
Well, that's Lufkin with the T, not Lufkin.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys an image. I know.
Oh, by the way, they didn't say this is not the boudoir, it's the boudoir.
So in Lufkin, Texas, I'm just moving forward. Sisters Dawn and Miranda made these cookies for Gay Pride Week. A bunch of people put up a stink because, well, it's in Texas. And they said, we're not going to go, give money to the store. And they had a huge order. They had a huge order that someone placed. And then the people that saw, oh, you're also doing gay heart cookies? No, we're not going to buy our order from you. And they canceled the order. And so these people went online. These sisters went online and they're like, we're trying. We believe in love. We want to move forward.
We thought we were just spreading love. And all of a sudden, all this hate is coming towards us.
Yes. And what happened? Line around the corner, bought out the store. And even when there was nothing to buy, people wanted to write them checks just to say, stay open, stay open, stay open. And they ended up donating the money. And I forgot which charity, but they ended up donating money to a charity, which I just went, that's the American that I believe in. There we go. My thought.
I think it's a beautiful story. And I love the fact that people came out to support them.
I mean, did you see the pictures? Seriously,
did.
they were
lines
around
the block.
Because they just did a Facebook post like, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen, or they did a tweet or something, and boom, social media. People came out in support. So I love that story for many reasons. I like that people are supporting, people that, others that are just trying to promote love. There's a lot about it I like. I do not like the person who canceled their big order. No bueno.
You are no bueno, bitch.
You're no bueno, bitch.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
Not at all.
This leads us. Okay, we're out of the fun tidbit category.
We're out of fun tidbits.
Well, you and I will always have fun tidbits.
In the boudoir.
In the boudoir.
In the boudoir.
I'm going to give you guys an image. Well, no, I'll just say. So in Jacksonville, Florida, there is the Acosta Bridge.
In Jacksonville, Florida. Keep in mind, this is Florida people.
This is Florida people. And the Acosta Bridge has those kind of lights. I don't know if they're LED or whatever, but they can computer operate them to do different colors. So they can do red, white, and blue for Independence Day. Independence Day. They can do red, white, and blue lighting. I don't know what accent that is.
I don't know, but you should have a cigar in your mouth and a boutonniere.
And the boudoir.
And the boutonniere and the boudoir.
And they can manage it all these different ways. So for Gay Pride, they made the bridge look like this. This is for this week. They made the bridge look like this. Isn't that pretty?
Aww.
Isn't that pretty? They had the little rainbow flag, and then the complaints came. We're not driving over a gay bridge. We're not doing this. You're not doing that. And so
I'm sure a lot of those people are going, it's a rainbow bridge. I can't drive over it because I'm old. I'm in Florida. I'm old in Florida.
So the Florida Department of Transportation said you can't do that. So on Tuesday of this week, the bridge looked like this. Blue. Sad. Blue bridge. Sad.
Bluer than a blue.
So this brought, I believe, more complaints. The story's a little confounded. No one knows exactly why all the decisions were made. People are pointing fingers. They're not really kind of rounding out all of this. However, the Florida Transportation might actually have gotten their orders from who? Tell them all. They know.
Greg Abbott.
No. Governor
Ron I'm sorry. That's the other asshole. Ron DeSantis.
He's in Florida now. No, Governor
Texas, Florida. I don't know how we can all make it just work out.
So Governor Ron DeSantis, and so I guess the complaints went up and up and up, and they went out there, and so for the rest of the week, the bridge will look like this. So the complaints were.
We want to give credit to. Can you go back to that for me a second?
Oh.
To Fred Orteal, who took this picture.
I guess we should give credit.
Hey, Fred.
I don't think we've done that before. Give credit.
Come on, Fred. Come through, bitch.
Good picture, Fred.
There you go.
So this leads us to the larger issue of Governor DeSantis, who here at Pride Month, and we talked about this last week, like pretty much first day of Pride Month of June 1st. Are we almost out? What's going on?
No, I'm just cooling it down. I got to cool it down.
You're interrupting.
Cool it down.
You're slowing down the story.
All right, storytelling.
I can't cool it down and tell a story. But last week we talked about how he refused trans girls and women to play in high school and collegiate sports.
He signed a bill.
Yeah. And then he also signed another bill that but basically took a lot of funding I've read this. It's interesting. You go to different sources, you get different numbers, but I'm kind of going with this source. But $900,000 from LGBTQI plus funding all over the state, and which included $150,000 for the mental health services for those who survived the Pulse nightclub. Funding gone. DeSantis
Funding gone.
Gone. There's another organization called the Zebra Coalition, and $750,000 gone, and they helped gay youth with housing, drug issues, all sorts of stuff.
Mental health issues.
Mental health issues gone. That money is gone. So it kind of is.
And counseling for trans youth, for youth who are transitioning. That was the big thing. If you were considering transitioning, that money is now gone.
So it is. Also, there are other places in Florida. There's a bridge in Sarasota, for example. They also wanted to do something very gay pride. Nope, can't do it. And that pretty much came from DeSantis' office, I believe, or it seems in the reporting a bit vague. But somehow, I don't know exactly how, but the bridge in Jacksonville will be gay all weekend.
Hey, Ushik.
How about that? So if you're in Jacksonville.
And my sister is in Jacksonville. Go see the gay bridge, Rita. Go see the gay bridge. You owe it to yourself to see the gay bridge.
Take pictures. Send them back to us.
I'm from Alton, Illinois. We have a bridge that that crosses over the Mississippi from Alton to Missouri.
We finished a page.
Is that a page? We already finished? Oh my God. So guess what?
No.
We have something to talk about.
Oh, I don't know what we're going. Go. Do it.
All right. So how many of y'all like the TikTok? I love the TikTok.
Well, we got to start with the her and then the TikTok.
Okay, go to the her first.
Her name, I love her name. Her name is Sherry Tenpenny.
She's a bond agent.
Not a 3 penny, not a 4 penny, but a 10 penny. She is
Sherry Tenpenny.
She's an osteopathic doctor, and author of Saying No to Vaccines. I think we see where this is going.
Say no to vaccines.
And I'm just going to show you the clip, but she testified, the clip you're going to see, she's testifying in front of the Ohio House Health Committee.
Ohio House Health Committee.
Sherry Tenpenny.
I mean, what is it that's actually being transmitted that's causing all of these things? Is it a combination of the protein, which now we're finding has a metal attached to it? I'm sure you've seen the pictures all over the internet of people who've had these shots and now they're magnetized. They can put a key on their forehead, it sticks. They can put spoons and forks all over them and they can stick. There's been people who've long suspected that there was some sort of an interface, yet to be defined, an interface between what's being injected in these shots and all of the 5G towers. Not proven yet, but
not proven yet.
Not proven yet.
What is it with these people testifying with rumor and conspiracy theory and TikTok?
Why are all these metal objects sticking?
So when Sherry Tenpenny was saying, you've seen it all over the internet, those are the TikTok videos she watched to get in front of the Ohio whatever to talk about this. These weren't like scientists talking about how, oh, when you get the COVID vaccine, yes, there's going to be a magnetism. No. That's not what happened. She's watching TikTok videos where people are like, I have a key stuck to my head.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
This shaker is stuck to my head.
How did that happen?
Because I had a shot.
I had a COVID shot.
Oh, look, I just took the shaker off because I need a drink.
Oh, I need this. Oh, no, actually, I have. I have to say, these glasses are pretty.
They're very pretty.
But I spill all over the place.
You spilled all over the place, y'all. But, okay. So, you want me to fill it up?
Well,
here you go.
Either fill it up or... I have to say this drink is good. Michael and I are not always gin drinkers. But with the elderflower liqueur...
All right.
Elderflower liqueur.
I'm going to go over here because there's a bunch of comments. And we've not been able to look at them.
No,
we got to figure out how to do this. So I just want to say that you are all magnets in my heart. You're magnetisms.
Kathy Bate Walker. What the fuck?
I know. It's like
Victoria Hoffman. Bless her heart.
Oh my gosh.
Bethany, what is this? Tidy up. What is-
Yo, one of the things we had when we were in the other room, we were actually going to come back with spoons on our noses like the
Did you
dude.
read this?
Make Hutch sleep in the wet spot. Duh. Okay, what else are we talking about tonight?
What were you going to say? You're interrupted.
Can I just talk about something?
Yeah.
This is totally off script.
No, the thing about this show, we don't have to keep doing that. We don't.
Yeah,
we could.
I am your COVID shot, and you're stuck on me. Thank you, Vicky. You're all stuck to us now because you had your shots. I hope you've all had your shots.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I hope you've.
I hope you've all had your vaccinations. That would be really good. So I just want to talk about something.
Yeah.
This is talking about growing up and coming out. And I know that I've been talking to people this week about coming out. I've been talking to people about their children coming out and things in different conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I talk about is that I was so lucky that I had lesbians. I had lesbians I grew up next door to who helped me with coming out.
Children are in the doorway.
Yeah. And they helped me come out. And I will never, ever forget that. You know, that they were there for me to answer questions and took me to my first gay bar.
When did you know that they were first lesbians? I mean, when did you kind of always?
Well, I knew the middle one.
So I find this actually. Do you mind if I say this?
I'm not saying their names.
I'm not going to say their names. But I find this sociologically interesting.
Anyone who knows me knows who they are.
But the family had how many kids?
Seven
kids. 3 of them were daughters. Yes,
yeah.
I'm saying this right. All 3 daughters were lesbians. I just find that sociologically interesting. That really makes me think, ooh, gay gene. You know, like it feels like there's a logic to that, right?
Yeah.
Or did it go with genetics? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I don't know, maybe, but I just know they were there for me and they helped me.
Do you remember who of the sisters you were like, that person's going to help me the most? Or...
They all helped me in different ways. Yeah. I remember one night. Brenda and Charlotte took me out, and we went to a gay bar in East St. Louis. Honey, ooh. East St. Louis was rough. It was rough, but I had the gay bar, and everybody went to this one gay bar.
Was it the same gay bar you took me to?
Faces. Oh God, it's been there. And honey, we went to this gay bar, and I was 15 years old.
We should talk about my first Faces experience after this.
15 years old.
Yes.
Good night, honey.
Good night, Sebastian. Sebastian's going to bed.
He's going to bed.
This is
way early. But honey, I went there. I was 15 years old. I might have been 16, but I was either 15 or 16. Had a fake ID. I was 16 because I had a fake ID.
But you were tall,
and I was very tall and very handsome.
Yes.
And I wore.
Drink
and
water.
can I tell you my first experience? This is what I wore. And some of y'all won't understand this outfit,
right? But
I look cute as hell. I wore brown and tan and a medium brown leather shoes, the patchwork shoes that were, you know,
what were they like?
What is it? High heels. What are they called? With the but they were patchwork. And then I had on brown polyester
they
pants.
Weren't boots.
Boots. They were boots.
You could not find the word boot.
Couldn't find the word boot.
Oh my
Jen
God.
fucks me up.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm wearing.
When he's older, it's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna need all the help any of you can offer. Just saying right now.
Poop. And I had on brown
I couldn't
polyester
find
pants.
the word boot.
I had on a light brown Kiana shirt.
That is the most uncomfortable fabric.
Kiana with the colors that went very long right here, and I had a very hand knit mod below my knee vest on. I thought I was the cutest thing in the club.
Now, I have a question. Where in Alton, Illinois, could you even buy those clothes?
The head shop.
I don't even know what that means.
Honey, you can go down to Arlen's. We had a store called Arlen's in Alton, Illinois. You go to Arlen's, you can find anything because it was all meant for the big girls.
But they don't. That's not there now.
Oh no. But I thought I was
I've
cute.
been to
had my
Alton,
big
Illinois
afro.
many times.
I thought I was
How
cute.
big was your afro?
It was about that long.
Yeah. Because you're impatient with hair.
I'm very impatient.
Yeah. His hair's very soft. I like touching his hair. I do. That's a good
so that
story.
was like, yeah. But then I went to, there was a men's only section in the bar.
Right.
And it was downstairs.
Right.
and no women were allowed. And I went to the men's only section, and they had a dark room and a pool table.
Now, did the sisters kind of go?
Honey,
I don't know.
When the sisters were ready to leave, and I was downstairs in that room where only men's was allowed.
Oh wow,
honey, Brenda, because it's Cassandra here. Brenda came screaming. They said no women are allowed. She pushed them men aside and said, "Come on, we got to go home." She came down, and men started running because there was no clothes.
Brenda's also known as Queen Bee. Don't mess.
Nope, you don't.
Don't mess.
What is your coming out story? What are your coming out stories? Anything?
I don't even have anything that comes to mind. I was so like I mean I was closet. I was everything. I had a relationship with women. I had a relationship. Well, no, I would have like long relationships with women, and I'd sleep with a man. Then I'd have long relationships with women, and it was kind of back and forth. But men didn't want to have anything meaningful. The men back then, at least the ones I was coming into contact with.
So am I the first man though who you were like, I want to have a long-term relationship with him?
No.
What do you mean?
He knows the answer to that. Why did he ask that? You ask leading questions you know are going to make you depressed. Why? There was Recycle Michael. You know this.
Ooh.
I am not talking about Recycle Michael, but there was Recycle Michael, and that was the truth.
Yeah. Maybe we should call him something else so we can talk about him.
Well, I'm not mentioning his last name. I mean, Michael's a very popular name.
It is a very popular name.
Yes.
Among black men.
Yes. I didn't say he was black.
Maybe I just did.
Oh my God.
All right. So what's on the list? Let's go. Let's move on. Happy Pride.
The next thing on our list is Kamala Harris. So I have to say this about Kamala Harris. We don't have to go deep into this one, but I'm fascinated that she's just been in hot water.
Kathy Walker said, I remember that, Michael.
Oh, well, no.
Hey, Kathy Walker,
Kathy, you know what you can do? Tell everyone what you really thought about him, and you won't be on my shit list if you say something negative. But Kamala Harris has been like in hot water all week. Have you noticed this? Like, it doesn't matter what she does, what she touches, how she tries to help. There's a shitless thing, and I'm here to tell you. I want to hear my bottom line theory.
What is your bottom? My
bottom line theory is it's bullshit.
It's so bullshit.
It's so bullshit because, here she is. So she went to Guatemala and Mexico. I think most of us know this. She's trying to figure out, okay, what are the things that can be done so that, the immigration problem into this country is not as great.
And she went to Guatemala. Why? As opposed to going.
Are you quizzing me?
Am I quizzing you? She went to Guatemala. Why? As opposed to going to the border.
So she went to the Northern Triangle. The Northern Triangle really sounds like a sex act, doesn't it? The Northern Triangle.
You better hit this Northern Triangle.
Doesn't it? I kind of want to hit the Northern Triangle. This is the problem.
All of a sudden, I became Jennifer Lewis. You better hit this Northern Triangle.
But then I do it, then I'm racist, so I can't even do. I want to do black accents so badly. Anyway, but Northern Triangle.
We did that to
Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador is the Northern Triangle, and the Northern Triangle they're very unstable countries.
Say what the Northern Triangle is again.
Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador.
Yes.
And they're unstable countries.
Yes, they are.
And people living in them many of them are living in fear. They're living in poverty. They're living thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to get killed, or family members are going to get killed, or my kids could get killed. And so many of the people in these countries are saying, I want to go someplace better. And when Joe Biden became president, he said, I'm going to start changing our rules about getting into this country, or I'm going to, help people who want to seek asylum. And so we've had this influx. And so this is one of the numbers that I got out of this whole thing. We had 178,000 migrants from the Northern Triangle come to the border in April, which is just like, it's astronomical.
It is astronomical, but they're coming for a better life.
They're coming for a better life.
And they deserve that better life. But I need to be very clear. Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris, went to the center of the problem as opposed to making a pit stop for a photo op at the border.
Well, on top of which, it wasn't even, I think it's even deeper than that. Joe said, go deal with the root of the problem. Well, the root of the problem is in Guatemala. It's not at the border. She did exactly what she was told to do by the president. I mean, this isn't, brain science here. And so this is what I think is the bullshit part of the whole story.
The bullshit part
is that someone went, well, she's not going to the border, whether it's the Republicans that thought of this or whatever. She's not going to the border. That got repeated again and again until she's like interviewed on Lester Holt. And I have to say, I'm not thrilled with her responses on the Lester Holt interview, but at the same time, even he was kind of harping on, why didn't you go to the border? Well, first of all, she was here in the state. She did go to the border when she was in California. I mean, she's seen what the situation is like. But she already understands on a very base level what that looks like. Even if she doesn't know today what it looks like, she knew what it was like. Let's say she was there 4 years ago or whenever that was. So she has a knowledge. It isn't like she's going, oh, well, I wouldn't ever go to the border. She's not doing that. I find they're throwing her under the bus, and it drives me crazy.
No, well, they're throwing her under the bus, A, because it's a woman of color. It's a woman of color. And B, because she's smarter than the people who are trying to throw her under the bus. And they're mad. And they are mad. And it is so crazy to me.
So there is a show on Fox. Let's try that again. On Fox called The Five. And it's, 5 Fox commentators. And Geraldo brings this up. He's talking about
Geraldo Rivera. What's in the vault, bitch?
And I'm going to show this clip. I don't even need to set this up any more than what that is. Here we go.
And I think this trip is a disaster. It is because, why go to Guatemala? She really has blown it. I think she can recover. She can mature in office. But that's not a winning formula.
I have to say that there's not many Democrats who are looking at this going, this is a great 2024 candidate.
Well, I was just going to say that, because wasn't she supposed to be?
Yeah.
She's supposed to be groomed for this.
Biden was the placeholder.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens when you choose your vice president based on gender and skin color rather than actual talent and expertise. We're seeing that disaster unfold right now.
That's so mean.
Katie Pavlik.
Our douche of the week.
Katie, no, there's no nominees.
No, I just made her the douche of the week.
Pavlik. I might be saying Pavlich, Pavlich. The blonde woman. And by the way, Geraldo, it's not so mean. It's so racist. It's so misogynistic. That's so mean, Katie Pavlik. Oh God, these people.
See, the problem is that there is this thing, because people don't understand that black girl magic exists, and sometimes so much shit gets thrown at the magic that it has to like clean itself off to present itself even clearer. But Miss Katie Pavlik.
And I should clarify, one of the reasons why people are going after Vice President Harris is because when she was in Guatemala, I forget if he's the president or whatever. I forgot the guy's name even, but he was like, "Well, we think that we can go to the USA now because Biden is there and he's accepting everyone." And she went, "No." She kind of did a whole backpedal and went, "No, don't come to the United States. Go through the proper channels. Fill out the forms for citizen or whatever, the asylum, or do the regular due diligence, but don't just come to the border. It's a dangerous trek. Don't do it." And by saying in those very clear words, "Don't come to the United States," that's the clip that people are seeing. Like, she's saying, don't do it at all. But that's misinformation. She's saying, don't come and without having the paperwork. Don't come without being legal about it. And she is a law person. Let's be fair, right? You're just what?
I'm very tired.
Why are you tired?
I'm very tired because I want.
This is our fight. You and I are going to be doing this.
I want to believe that we are going to get better.
I don't know why that made me happy.
I want to believe that we're going to get better as a country, and I just don't. I don't believe it. I wake up daily now just going, I just feel that if this were like two best pictures going at each other, for like the Oscar, the Republicans have a better publicist, so they're going to win the Academy Award for Best Picture. And I'm going, because
Well,
our message is not on point. When you have someone like Joe Manchin.
But the problem is the messages that get heard are the messages that are not accurate. Like it's the sensationalization of what the true message is, right? They're saying, oh, she said, don't come to the United States. Isn't that horrible? Why would she say that? Well, she did say that, but that wasn't the totality of her message.
Yeah.
It's limiting what the truth was, because she's trying to get people not to come without going through the proper channels. That is her message. Go through the proper channels.
I just get very upset.
But they're good at, so here's the problem. They're good at kind of making the truth not the full truth. Like they're giving half truths. So do you want the Democratic Party to match
as someone
that
who knows about what half truths do?
Yeah.
You know, it's like it is something that's, you know, it's like when the half truths show themselves, you know, it's like that's when the bullshit starts.
Remember the Green Book?
Yeah. Oh.
Why'd you do that one? All right. This kind of leads us into our second. Oh wait, where'd it go? It didn't go.
What?
Not that one. This is what I was trying to do. So Joe Manchin.
You talk about that piece of shit. I just don't want to talk about it.
So here's the deal with Joe Manchin for me. I was trying to understand his point of view because I don't think he's stupid, right? I don't think he's anti-Democrat. I think he's trying to figure whatever. But anyway, so I kind of was, he wrote an op-ed in the Charlton's Gazette Mail that I read today.
In the Charleston Gazette?
Mail. Gazette Mail.
Okay, Gazette Mail.
Don't say it. I didn't name the paper.
You know, I'm just saying. It's like, you know, it's like, here's one of the things between you and I. Here it is. Is that you have you can go out and do your reading and find the history of Joe Manchin. You can find, well, let me analyze what he's saying.
Right.
Because I have to come from this in a way, in my whiteness and in my Libra-ness of making everything balanced, that, you know, you can find something, you know, that, oh, I can stick to that. Where once again, black folks are the ones who are getting shit on and getting kicked to the curb with the knees to our necks.
Do you know that Joe Manchin is creating a, I gotta get this right, a voting rights amendment? Do you know this?
What is the voting right amendment?
Well, see, this is the thing. Okay, as I believe with Kamala Harris, the right grabbed onto, she's not going to the border, as if that's something to tout, as if that's the real news. I feel like the Joe Manchin thing that we're holding on to, but we might not be looking at the whole picture, is he's not voting for you know, the, what is it, the For the People Act, HR 1. He's not voting for HR 1. And we're, he's a horrible Democrat. You know, we're rising to a pitch without going, wait a minute. There has to be something that either he's contrary and he's really a Republican, or what is going on? I mean, don't you think that we have to at least listen?
Because black folks have been fucked and fucked and fucked.
We talked last week about how people never listen to your point of view. We talked last week about this, and you've not even heard what my research showed.
I want to hear it right now.
I think you're listening to it with your mother's face.
Tell me what the research is.
I was going to check something more right here. In the last administration, he's getting oh, is he? To stop voting rights with white supremacy mentioned is not someone's lived. He's bills. How do you, Jennifer? I'd love to know this, because so it wasn't just that I read the op-ed. What I found interesting was I was reading things in Politico. I was reading things even on Washington Post. I was reading things that were kind of not left-wing or right-wing, but kind of the middle of the road periodicals. And I was finding that, you know, the HR 1 is not all that it's cracked up to be. This is what kept coming up in my research. And so I'm curious about what you found. So what do I say? Keep talking, or are we done?
Keep talking. No, keep talking.
I feel like that you've already shut me down.
No, my glasses are really dirty, so I can't see.
You can't see.
Oh, now I can see what your point is.
I can't see anything.
Go. We got 3 more minutes.
Well, again, I mean, we are now. How much gin did I have?
Not enough.
Not enough. I am not at all an expert in this, and I'm not someone who thinks that I get it all. His whole point, in a nutshell, for me, when I was reading about this, was that the HR 1 has no bipartisan support. There are no Republicans that are voting for it. So basically, it's shoving a law through without support from the other side of the aisle. And I realize that we are in this weird political time where we have, what's his face, McConnell, basically drawing that line very strongly.
Said, I will do everything in my power to make sure shit won't get done. And I'm paraphrasing.
No. You're 100% right. I'm not saying that there isn't problems. Trust me, I'm not saying that. So the law that he is working, so there has been, the thing that they're saying is that it almost is like there's already laws in place that help support exactly what people are saying we need this law to do. And so that was one of the things that I read, which I thought, well, then why is there a new law? But the one that he's doing is the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. Now, the Voting Rights Advancement Act has been voted on like 4 or 5 times. It always gets bipartisan support. It kind of grows and keeps going on and on and on. And they've since renamed it the John Lewis Voting Advancement Act. And he and Lisa Murkowski are working on it, bipartisan. And so he's saying we need to have that support to make it anchored into who we are as America and what the laws that we do as Americans, because it doesn't matter how far out the right gets, we still need those others that are not as far out to help create centrist laws. And I appreciate it. I'm just saying I appreciate it. I'm not saying I know that I think that's the right way to go, but I get it. But he's not going to vote for HR 1. That I know.
I just want to say,
thus I think it's trash. So what are you going to do? You have to find out what is the next thing. I think that
it's once again amazing that things that are here to advance people of color are always voted on by people who are not of color.
Yeah. Well, that's
and I think and I want you to can you do this clip?
We have a clip.
We have a clip.
Are you setting it up?
And I want you to think about this: that Joe Manchin and Lisa Murkowski are the ones in charge of voting rights for Black and brown people. Think about it.
Nobody knows how fragile democracy is than people of color. Nobody knows better than us, because we know that we had to fight folks who tried to keep us from voting, who tried to keep us from participating in the America that we all had been born into. So this is one of those things where it's really hard to watch Democrats say, no, I'm not going to do it. It's a fragile democracy. Joe Manchin has no idea how fragile the democracy is, because nobody's ever tried to take his freedom to vote.
No one has ever tried to take his freedom to vote. That's all I want to say, is that the people who are here and voting for people who look like me have never, ever, ever had to worry about their chances to vote.
The problem with HR 1, can I say this, and from a Republican point of view, and I'm not a Republican, I'm not speaking as a Republican, but I get it, is it's too huge a scope. It's an 800-page document.
So it's a 1619 project, apparently.
Well, let me just finish what I'm saying. Okay, It includes. I guess I didn't finish this. I thought I did this. Includes like code of conduct for the Supreme Court, which has never been dealt with by the Senate. There's even a question whether that's the Senate's purview to do a code of conduct for the Supreme Court. Why is that even in there if we're dealing with voter rights, right? It says that there should be taxes for 10 years available to the public for both the vice president and the president. Why is that in something that's about voting rights? So it's been packed with a bunch of stuff. That's not going to make Republicans vote for it. That's all my point is. If you want Republicans to vote for it, trim it down, do voting rights. Don't make it all this other stuff. And there was something else that the ACLU wrote against this bill, saying that it would make transparent who was donating money to which politician. And the problem with that is we know the death threats that are going out these days. We know that someone says, I'm going to give money to, it doesn't matter if it's giving money to right-wing people or left-wing people, they then are on alert of, hey, we're going to like go to your house and throw firebombs or whatever at them. And so there are issues that are realistic that are being written up by ACLU lawyers, by people who are at the Washington Post. This isn't just right-wing people saying this is bad. This is people saying no, it needs to be better. And that is my point, and that's what I believe Joe Manchin is saying. And now I'm out.
Yeah, but I have to say it again. Better for who?
For all of us.
Who is all of us?
I'm saying all of us as Americans. I'm not saying all of us.
Honey, we are not looked. All of us are not looked at as Americans. We are not looked at. All of us are not looked at like Americans.
Well, you're taking what I just said into a different realm. I'm not saying that isn't even a valid argument. I am saying we have to look at all sides. I mean, we looked at all sides of other things. It doesn't mean that I just think we have to have perspective. I lost my thought. Gin, and
put some gin in it.
It's funny that you are getting so many more. So we have Michael Stone on, and like I'm looking at all these different comments that I'm not seeing on this.
They are two different Americas. They are. Thank you, Benet. Okay, we're at an hour. So
we didn't end on a high note.
Oh, do we always have to end on a high note?
Are we doing next week?
We're still okay.
We are in San Francisco next week.
We're in San Francisco next week. We'll figure this out once we get to San Francisco.
So we might be doing next week.
We might be here next week.
It might be a short.
But
we might be
Owens is always going to be Coon of the Week.
I don't know. This one we had what's-her-face, so that stupid talk.
No,
I don't know her. Luckily, I don't know her name. I don't even want to give her focus.
Always.
I did not like what she said.
Always and forever.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing.
Yes.
Where we didn't end on a high note, I will say this. I love this man with every fiber of my fucking being. You're not wearing the jewelry I bought you, though. I bought him jewelry.
I know, but I don't always wear. Well, it's also we don't need to talk about this right now. It's hard.
So
to get
we made Preach from Tanya. Right, you were right. We made Preach from San Francisco next week. Anyway, we're gonna go. Sorry about this crazy start tonight. We're gonna try to figure out what the interwebs are gonna do in our house.
We're calling AT&T.
We're gonna call AT&T. They might not show up, but we'll call them. I absolutely. You need to do a show next week. We'll do a show. We'll do a show. Then we'll go to the gay bars after.
We're in San Francisco.
Because we're in San Francisco. We can go to a gay bar.
I just want to go to gay bars.
All right. Thank you all so much for being here, supporting us, supporting this. Hopefully, we're going to have some special guests next week.
Really?
If we do it, I have some special guests. Friends of mine who are in San Francisco who are Black queer royalty. I'm going to talk to them this week, and hopefully they'll come on. Hey.
They could be in San Francisco while we're in Los Angeles while doing this.
Oh, my God. Who knew? All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. Kisses and love.
Kisses?
Kisses.
That was very Carol Channing.
Happy Pride. I think Pride's happening right now. All right. Let's leave the studio, shall we?
I'm leaving. Oh, I want to do one thing.
What do you want to do?
Well, I have to do this.
Oh, wait. He has to do something. I think he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, it's not working.
I don't know.
Never mind. Oh, I just lost everything. Anyway, we're going. I was trying to play the song again, but I get all these little.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.